been here all day, Vicky, and it's starting to slow down. I can take it from here.
Okay. You know what? Chi-Chi's not here, and I'm not really tired. I'm gonna stay a while, okay? Hey, you're back.
Yeah, you know, for some reason I just can't seem to stay away from this place.
Aren't they just as cute as pie?
Adorable.
Now remember, girls, there isn't anything we can't handle. I also need you to always remember that your first impression is your most lasting.
But we already met Miss Woodrow.
Yeah.
Honey, please. Now then, Star, stand up straight. Shoulders back. Very good. I love your hair. The outfit is terrific. I wouldn't have chosen jeans, but there's no time to change. And your shoes. Oh, darling, they're fabulous. Langston, your...
You can say it. 4-letter word, starts with H, ends in R.
That wasn't the 4-letter word I was thinking of. Honey, this, group home they forced you to live in, was it filled with demented hairstylists that forced you to put those streaks in your beautiful hair? Ooh. Ready?
Cavalry is here. Whatever you need, we got you covered.
Hello.
Boys, I'm afraid this isn't a good time.
That's him over there, David Vickers.
Cranberry or fresh squeezed orange juice. Fresh squeezed orange juice is an extra $1.
He works here? You didn't know? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Fraternization between staff members and clients is against Dreamland policy.
I'm sure it is. But so is taking bribes. I'll keep it just between us girls. Thank you.
Alex Olenov.
David Vickers. I can't believe it.
How much longer is this going to take?
Well, we are about to cross over.
Can I ask you?
So
How much longer is this going to take?
You don't can it, you're gonna be swimming across the lake.
The hell is this place, New Orleans? Why the hell do you think Marcy's there anyway?
because John thinks that she might be there.
There where? I mean, if Marcy's there, how do you expect to find her there?
I guess this is it. Let's try it. Come on. Here we go.
Right on time.
Hey, Mo, I persuaded Charlie to try your green chili and chorizo quiche.
Thank you. I wish you could persuade Gigi to work the rest of her shift.
Come on, she had to take Shane to the doctor.
Knowing her, she'll probably take him to ice cream and a movie and forget she ever had a job.
I'm here. What's the problem?
If she doesn't show, she's fired.
Don't you think sometimes Mo takes that irascible thing a little too far?
That's just Mo. I'm more interested in how you got a man to eat quiche.
I told him that no matter how light and fluffy it tasted, it still wasn't good for him.
He likes you. His face lights up every time he sees you.
Noelle, Charlie and I have known each other casually for like a whole day. please don't turn this into a romance.
When you came in here a couple months ago, I said you looked like you were looking for something, and you said I was right.
I remember that.
What if what you were looking for is Charlie?
Oh my God, they're here. This is it. Do you really think it'll work?
Yes, it's got to work. Okay, everybody, positive thinking. Come on.
Okay, everyone straighten up and
Yep.
look. Come here. Okay,
Nice. Gorgeous. Ready? Positive attitude. Why, Miss Woodrow, so good to see you again. Please do come in. And
This is Mr. Preston, my supervisor.
How do you do?
This
So
is Dr.
good to
Lord.
meet you, sir.
And this is Langston Wilde.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hello?
And this is Star Manning, her best friend, and the applicant's daughter.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hi.
And we're good friends of Langston, too. I'm Cole.
Cole?
Hey, Marco.
Nice to meet you. Nice meeting you all. Now, getting down to the matter at hand.
Yes, indeed. But let me take your coat first.
Certainly, thank you.
Oh, I cannot thank you enough for expediting this interview. So, shall we all go into the living room? Girls, sofa?
Yes.
Boys up there? Miss Woodrow, please, won't you have a seat? Mr. Preston.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So as I was saying, thank you very, very much for expediting this interview, because we are all anxious for Langston to put her dreadful experiences behind her and move on with her life.
With us.
Oh, there's no need to thank us, Dr. Lord. Placing children in loving families.
Here's our job.
Yes, and your Miss Woodrow has been doing her job just splendidly.
Would you please inform Mrs. Manning that we're here and we can begin the final interview?
Is there a problem?
No, it's just that Mrs. Manning is not here.
Actually, that is a problem.
Wendell Jonas Freeman, where on earth your manners got to? Come on in here, honey.
Hi,
How you doing, little fella?
I'm Penny Shaw, and this is my son, Aaron. Hi.
Go on. Introduce yourself.
Wendell Anthony, but everybody just call me Junior.
Nice to meet you, Junior.
I'm his mom, Celia,
Hi, Celia.
and this is my husband.
Oh, Wendell Jonas Freeman, yes.
It is. I shake your hand, but I still got to clean up from work.
Oh, that's okay, I understand. No, honey.
My dad fixes cars real good.
Oh, really? That's great. It's really cool.
He's got his own truck and everything.
Oh, wow.
You want to see? It's right out here on the street. Don't even use this as an opportunity to dodge your homework, mister. Now go on back there. And don't come back till you got something to show your daddy and me. Go on. Scoot.
You're very sweet.
Gotta be firm now, especially with boys.
I know.
About a year or two, you know what she's talking about.
It's already beginning, believe me. You don't know how much I appreciate this. You don't even know us.
Well, Celia, it's better Clarence has to help you, and that's what we'll do.
I know, but I don't want to be any trouble. I really don't.
Ain't no guarantees in life. You got to do what you believe is right.
Did Clarence tell you?
The less we know about your situation, less we can tell anybody come asking. Now, is that your car on the street?
Yes, sir.
Well, give me your keys. I'll bring it around back, bring your things in for you.
Can you hold them for a second? Thank you. Here, the keys are right here. Put them in your pocket. Okay, there you go. It's okay. Thanks.
Be back shortly.
Thank you.
Come on, girl. Sit down. Take a load off.
Okay.
Yeah, Warren, what's going on? No, I understand. Okay, listen to me. Thanks. All right,
You know where they are, don't you?
I don't understand. If Mrs. Manning was unavailable or needed to reschedule, I'm sure...
Well, you see, Mrs. Manning was called out of town for a family emergency quite suddenly. And, of course, that was just before we got the wonderful news that Child Services was ready to approve her as Langston's foster mother. However, I do have all of the paperwork right here. Yes, indeed. It's signed and notarized. And of course, I am available to answer any initial questions or concerns that you may have.
That's all well and good, but without the interview, I'm afraid.
Well, couldn't you make this one exception and schedule the interview at a later date?
Well, if Mrs. Manning isn't available, I'd like to speak with her husband.
Mr. Manning would love to speak to you.
Excellent.
However, Mr. Manning had to go out of town with Mrs. Manning to handle this family emergency, but I'm sure the second that it is resolved, I can assure you...
Does the husband concur with Mrs. Manning's decision to foster Langston?
Concur? He's all for it.
I can't seem to find his affidavit to that effect.
That's because there isn't one.
No husband and no affidavit.
Well, here's the story. Mr. Manning has been out of town for a
So there's no way to verify that he's even aware of the situation with Langston?
Well...
If that is the case, then there is no way that I can approve Mrs. Manning's application.
In all the fantasies I've had about you, you've never been working at a job.
Did you know that if you work for a living, the federal government takes taxes out of your paycheck?
Shocking. Why are you doing it?
I had an encounter with my conscience.
Ooh, what was that like?
Unpleasant. It was after this thing I had with Vicki Davidson.
Ooh.
No, not that kind of thing. The kind of thing that makes you want to be a better man.
How's that working for you?
I massage alcoholic starlets and upcharge for orange juice. How do you think it's going?
Car's good and hidden, and I put your things in the second bedroom for you.
Oh, thank you so much. We don't have much, so we won't be in your way. And I only had about 5 minutes to get everything together, so...
We can probably find something for Aaron, huh?
No. Oh, please don't. Please, you've already done so much for us.
We're resourceful.
Just let us see what we can do. You gonna grow up soon and cause your mama all kinds of trouble, isn't that right?
Believe me, he's already started it. I'll put him down for 2 seconds. He'll turn around, blink, and he'll be hiding somewhere in the apartment. He won't even know where he is.
Smart boy.
And very fast.
Gotta enjoy it, honey. They're a gift, nothing less.
He's my life. Right?
Why don't you put him down in a room and let him get some rest, and I'll go make us all some food.
Well, I'd be glad to help.
Go on, scoot, and do what I told you.
Okay, but I am making breakfast. I'm making breakfast tomorrow morning.
John, do you know where they are?
Was that your FBI contact?
Ramsey suspects Warren of leaking information to us.
Well, does Ramsey have proof?
He knows we're up to something. I can't let Warren jeopardize his job over this.
Oh, no. No, don't let Warren jeopardize his job. It's just my son's life at stake here. And what's that compared to a man's pension?
Hey, come on. What does it mean for us, John?
Means after this one last favor, Warren's out.
What favor?
I asked Warren to run background checks on all the employees at Faces in Decatur. Turns out one of them has family in New Orleans.
And that means?
I overheard the club owner talking to someone on the phone back in the jail. And he told that person that by the time the agents got back and tossed the club, Marcy would be in the Big Easy.
You had a lead and didn't tell me? What else are you going to keep him from me?
You know, Noelle, what you were talking about. I'm not sure that I want the answer to what I'm looking for to be a man.
What else is there besides being with somebody?
Oh, honey, there's so much more. There's things like, living among friendly people and going home at the end of the day to a nice room that you pay for with money you earn from a job you really enjoy. Stuff like that,
Maybe. But I just think... We're not deaf, Mo.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Stop filling Vicky's head with all that romance talk.
I just said
I don't want her walking around with her head in the clouds the way you do.
Hope you like it.
Well, you haven't steered me wrong yet.
You should probably eat it while it's hot.
Yeah, I just want to finish this one thing, and then, yeah, I promise I'll clean my plate.
What is that project you're working on? You never did tell me.
I know.
Ooh. Sorry. I didn't realize it was a mystery.
You went in lockup, telling you just what made you nuttier than you already are.
You think?
What, do you think that this Agent Ramsey got the same lead as that you got from your friend?
He didn't overhear what I overheard in jail. You know, even if he does do background checks on the employees, he won't know what he's looking for.
I mean, so we should be ahead of him, right?
Unless somebody spots Marcy. Ramsey shouldn't know she's headed to New Orleans.
We got it.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
If Marcy gets to New Orleans, if the family takes her in, if they're still the same address that we have on file, then yeah, maybe we're getting closer.
Dear Lord, we thank you for the food on this table, the roof over our heads, and the love in our hearts. Please continue to give us the strength to face whatever tomorrow may bring. We give special thanks for this chance to give help and comfort to this woman and her child. We ask that you keep watching over them and keeping them safe. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
We don't stand on ceremony, just dig in.
Okay. Looks delicious.
It ain't much, but thank you.
Can you pass the butter, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
You know, I think I'm gonna go check on my son for a second.
He woke up and said, Dad, they called right back out.
Yeah, if it's okay.
He's fine, honey. You'd hear him if he wasn't. Go on. Eat your food.
Yes, ma'am. I noticed on my way up here that, you could still see a lot of damage from the hurricane.
There's still a lot to get done.
You see news reports all the time, but it's nothing like seeing it for real.
Nothing compared to living through it.
It looks like you guys were relatively lucky. Did I say something wrong?
No, honey. It's just... This ain't our house. That's gone. We pretty much lost everything we had.
So, tell me your whole story.
Last time I left Landview, had a bit of egg on my face.
Because of Vicky?
Yeah.
When I first saw you here, I thought you were here because you had an addiction.
I came here addiction-free. This place makes me want to develop one, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, this tastes a little odd.
It, unlike myself, is a virgin. Come on, Alex. What are you expecting? This is rehab.
Well, how do you stand it?
I made a big mistake with Vicky. It's a long story. Interesting plot twists, but ultimately not worth retelling. But after I made that big mistake, I got this grand idea that I would show her I was capable of change.
Oh, can't you do that without working at a job for $7.50 an hour?
My original plan was to come here as a client.
But you don't have an addiction.
Alex, what rock did you crawl out from under? There's rehab, and there's PR rehab. I planned on being in the second category. I mean, the food here is great, the massages are even better, and I could bask poolside while I changed my image.
So why didn't you do that?
You don't like to talk about money, right?
I'll force myself.
You know how you're new money? Well, I'm had money, gave money back to impress girl, now got no money. If that was too many hyphens, it means that I'm flat broke.
Mr. Buchanan has another son. It's David Vickers.
So, enough about me. What are you doing here?
Category 1 rehab.
Oh, nothing wrong with the classic variety. Tell me about that monkey on your back. What is it? Drugs? Alcohol? Botox?
Sex. But all of Blair's paperwork is in order, and I really do not think that Langston should be penalized just because the meeting was expedited and Blair happens to be out of town.
If we expedited this process, it was because we were receiving constant pressure from you.
Well, that's because it's of paramount importance that Langston be removed from that transient environment into a stable and loving home.
We understand that.
Well, then, for heaven's sake, work with us, please. Blair's going to be back in a day or two. Couldn't you at least approve her application pending the positive outcome of her interview?
Will Mr. Manning be back as well?
I really couldn't say. He's out searching for his missing son.
So you said.
I've heard about the case on the news.
So then what's the problem?
Mrs. Manning is not present. Mr. Manning is searching for a child he fathered with another woman, and there's no proof that he even supports his wife's petition.
And what do you suggest we do?
I'm sorry. Mrs. Manning's application to provide a foster home for Langston Wild is officially rejected.
No, you can't do this to her.
For your own good.
No, it's not. This is bull.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Just please excuse the girls. They're understandably upset.
Langston, you're gonna have to go.
No!
There has to be something we can do.
There is. There's definitely something we can do. If Blair cannot be Langston's foster mother, then I will be.
So we're going to New Orleans based on something you might have overheard.
You want a sure thing, try death, which may come sooner than you think.
Excuse me. What are you doing here? I mean, I get her being here, but what are you doing here?
Well, I guess I thought about it. I really wanted to be here. You know, when John finally lost it and kicked the crap out of you.
You know what? I knew it was a mistake to let you come with me.
Let me come with you. If I recall correctly, it was my idea to come down here. No.
Oh, God, you both buttered it together. Get over it. Get over it.
Just shut up, Todd, okay?
Oh, you guys shut up.
Don't tell me what to do.
You got a problem with it?
I can't believe you guys just let it
He's
dictate
mine.
Get on guard.
what you're telling me.
Get off! All of you, you're giving me a headache!
She started it.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
How have you been dealing with all of this?
Didn't have a choice. You know what they call New Orleans the Big Easy? Let me tell you, since Katrina, ain't nothing easy about living here.
What you thinking, honey?
I'm thinking all I can do is feel sorry for myself lately. And I'm just beginning to realize that I am very lucky.
No, there's nothing mysterious about what I'm working on. It's just that I don't talk about it because it's so boring. I'm worried that you won't wait on me anymore.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, try it.
That is good.
Yeah?
And don't you dare tell Mo that I said that because he's already got a big enough head.
Your secret is safe with me.
What did you just say?
I'd like to be your foster mother.
Are you serious? My aunt doesn't joke around about stuff like this.
She's right.
You don't have to do this.
I want to. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, except that it just seemed natural for Blair to be your foster mother because, well, Star's your best friend.
I can't deal with this. This is too much.
And much too abrupt. Take some time to consider what...
I don't need time. I know what I want right now. However, I do realize how overwhelming this must be for you.
I don't even know where I belong anymore.
Oh, yes, you do. You suffered the terrible loss of your parents, and yet here you are. You fed, clothed yourself, made a stable home for yourself for over a year. You are one of the bravest, most courageous, extraordinary people I have ever met. You belong here. And we can do this together. You know it.
Don't you want to talk to your boyfriend about this first?
Clint? Certainly not. What's he have to do with it? Besides which, he's in Texas right now.
Are you referring to Clint Buchanan?
Yes, I am. Oh, dear. You did a background check on me because I'm part of Blair's family?
Yes.
And?
It was decided you've made a concerted effort to change.
Thank you. Do you have those blank forms with you?
I do.
This is highly irregular.
We all want Langston to have a proper home, don't we? Please, won't you let me fill out those forms? Finit. I'm sure that you are going to find everything in order. And of course, I'm available day or night if you have any questions or concerns.
Since I have now inspected Langston's prospective new home and had the opportunity to interview you, Dr. Lord, all that remains is for me to review these forms.
Couldn't you do it right away?
You are a formidable woman, Dr. Lord, but no. This last process is a private one.
But I have every confidence.
We are sure that you do. And with any luck, you could be Ms. Wiles' foster mother as early as next week.
Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank us. You should thank Dr. Lord. She's been your champion since day one.
Oh, let me show you out.
What if they don't let her do it? Oh, they have to.
Yeah, we have to stay positive. It's a slam dunk. I mean, would you want to say no to Dr. Lord about something she really wanted? I wouldn't.
And to do so would be at your own peril.
A sex addiction? Classy. Tell me, is it more like the movie Belle de Jour or Black Snake Moan?
Both.
Whoa.
It's nearly been the death of me.
About half a dozen octogenarians, too, I bet.
Hey, I am well aware of my reputation, but I will not apologize for it.
Good. I won't if you won't.
I met a man, a wonderful man. And he was a little bit older, that's true, but he was young at heart. Fun, exciting.
And wealthy.
Oh, loaded. But that's not what attracted me to him. I really loved him.
I'm sure.
Anyway, I had this hideous addiction to...
The deed?
I just couldn't stay away from his personal trainer.
If you're looking for the gym, it's right over there.
Yeah, Dickie's heart couldn't take it.
Oh. So he died and left you everything?
No, he dumped me. I broke his heart, he divorced me. But thank heavens we had that ironclad prenuptial agreement, you know, the one that's completely in sync with the California property laws that are just so wonderful. So even though I was hitting an emotional bottom, I ended up a very wealthy woman.
I'm so happy for you, Alex. Except I'm, of course, decimated that you found love, but it was too late.
Yeah. It's so nice to talk to somebody who really understands me.
You all right, honey?
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about you both and how, after everything that you've been through, you're still willing to help my son and me.
People helped us and we needed it.
Yeah, but still, it had to be really rough. To start a new life, find that strength within yourself, to find that new life from scratch.
Well, I got a job working for some garages and finally saved up enough to get me a used truck, so we get by.
What's important is we're together and have love and trust as a family. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. You know, you're right. Celia, you're right about a lot of things. The storm is over. The damage is done, and there's just no looking back.
This is unbelievable.
You know, accidents happen, Blair.
I knew that John was not going to be able to handle Todd.
He's driving everyone, even you, crazy.
You know what? What do you expect from Todd? You would be all calm, cool, and collected if this was Cole we were looking for.
You know, we came down here to be mediators between the two of them, and all we have been doing is fighting.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't like you.
I don't like you either. But you know what? This isn't about us.
No, it's about Todd's son.
And Marcy and getting them home safe. So how about we call a truce?
Okay, Marty. Just as long as you don't want to be my friend when we get back home.
Lower A-arm's cracked and the radiator's definitely busted.
So, no car now. Well, you disappoint me, John. MacGyver could have fixed it.
Vicky says she doesn't mind staying, so I'm fixing to go.
Go over the dewdrop inn, look for Mr. Wright?
Don't be such a grouch.
Why not? Love stinks.
I hope Vicky doesn't feel like you do.
So, have you got room for dessert? We have Noelle's apple walnut cake.
No room.
No? Oh, well, you want coffee?
Nope.
Okay, well then, if there's nothing else
Well,
I can
actually,
get you.
there is.
You just said there wasn't.
I know, but the thing I'd like is, I'd like to take a very lovely woman out tomorrow night, and I'd like that lady to be you.
Alex, it has been scientifically proven that some addictions are actually worth holding on to. The trick is knowing how to use them instead of them using you.
Oh, gosh, I've just never thought of it that way.
You know, in fact, you may not have an addiction at all. You may be a perfectly healthy woman who is yet to be satisfied.
I just don't want to be all alone in the world.
But you got all that money.
What good is it without love?
You can have that too.
How? I'm feeling so out of control.
Oh, Alex. I can teach you. I can teach you meditation. I could teach you Tantra. I could teach you breathing. These are all ancient Eastern techniques that I picked up in the East.
You'd do that for me?
Absolutely. But right now is a very delicate time for you, Alex. You mustn't do anything hasty. Like, oh, I don't know, for example, don't give all of your money away to charity just yet.
I really don't know how to thank you.
I'm sure we can think of something.
I'm sure we can.
I say we go celebrate at hallowed grounds, huh?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, no. I don't think there's any need for us to be superstitious. Celebrate away.
Thank you, Aunt Dory.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Well, let's go. Okay. I could be a handful.
So can I.
Sure you're up to this?
Absolutely. Are you sure you can handle me?
You're not so tough.
Neither are you. But we'll make that our little secret.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm actually starting to believe everything will be okay.
There are two things you should know about me. I always keep my promises, and I'm nearly always right.
Oh, man.
What?
Forgot my cell phone at home. I'll meet you guys there.
Yes.
See you in a bit.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Stalled on the southwest side of the road.
What's the verdict here? You can't fix it.
I'm calling a tow truck right now. Just give me a minute. Yes.
Well, how long
I'm
is that
still
going to
here.
take?
Get a tow truck out in the middle of the bayou? Who knows?
I know this probably feels like a setback, but for some reason I feel like we're really going to get closer to Marcy. While Wendell's on his call, why don't you let him take you to the store? That way you can make sure you get everything you need for the baby.
No, I'm not really sure I want to.
I'll watch your boy for you.
Got it.
You'll be back before he wakes.
You call him back till I'm on my way.
Well, I guess maybe, but...
Gotta go tow some folks off the interstate. It won't take long.
I was telling Penny she should ride along. You can pick up them folks and take her to the store on your way back.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Okay. I guess.
Don't worry. You ain't gonna run into anyone who knows you out here.
On the next One Life to Live.
Will you marry me?
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't break into my apartment.
You can't feel sorry for her and be a part of my family.
Me and my friend Penny will get you hooked up.
Sorry, Penny? Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on...